Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I am Brian, and today I'm going to be showing you something that I've been really looking forward to actually reviewing since I got this in the mail about a week ago. So the big giant solo stoves, I'm going to go ahead and call them a solo stove. They're kind of synonymous with the campfire type stainless steel big fire pits. This is that exact same thing, except it's from Eastoak, and it is a tabletop version of the giant fire pit. So I'm really looking forward to getting this thing opened up and getting its first burn tonight out on the patio. But you got some directions. You got a little nice little bag for these. Normally I don't care about bags, but on these fire pits like this, it's nice to have a bag for when you're done burning it. You can just kind of put everything in this bag and it keeps everything clean around it, because these things do get dirty. You got a little silicone pad that's going to sit down wherever you're going to place this fire pit, and you get some of the goodies out. And this is pretty heavy quality metal. Of course, the main component is stainless steel, but this is going to be your base. You're going to sit this on top of the silicone mat, and then you have your actual little fire pit. And this thing's obviously pretty small, but it's just going to go, it's just going to sit right down on top of that base. If it fits really nice, there's not any play in it whatsoever. And then inside it, you're going to have where you're going to put your wood chips or your regular small lump pieces of wood, but it's got a little ash catcher in the bottom. So that goes there. And then this kind of is a unique feature to the Eastoak. So this is like a third combustion chamber that you don't have to use, but you can put this here in the center of the fire pit. And what's supposed to happen is once either your wood chips or your regular wood starts to burn down, instead of the flames coming out the top of these holes like on most fire pits, the flames are going to start to come out the center of this combustion chamber, kind of creating what they're calling like a pedal type flame. So it's going to look a little bit different. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to test it out. But hopefully you can see these holes in the combustion chamber that the flame's supposed to come out of, again, instead of these holes that are around the ring of the fire pit. And then you have your top lid. So this just sits right there in place. And this is gonna what's kind of control the flames from coming out. So it's really simple to operate, really not much to it. So what I'm gonna use for this first burn, I got a 20-pound bag of wood chips that just got delivered. So I'm gonna fill this thing up with wood chips. You don't fill it up all the way. You leave about an inch below these holes on the top. Throw in some kind of fire starter on top of the wood chips and let it do its thing. So I'm gonna put a time lapse on this thing when I get it started burning, and to see how it really works. But again, you don't have to use wood chips. You can use whatever material that you want, and you don't have to use that center column combustion chamber either. You make it just like a regular fire pit, only tiny. So let's get this thing filled up and put on the back patio and see how it works. I think that should be good for our first burn. And let's see how this thing works. All right, so my favorite fire starters, these Blackbeard little fire plugs. You just twist them. Kind of work them like that. Get all that nice cotton exposed. Gonna drop them in there. All right, well, it's been about 5 minutes and I can already see the flames are starting to come out of the ring of the holes in the top of this fire pit, and it looks really cool. And I don't know if it's coming on camera, but there really is no smoke. So gang, there's really not much else to say about this. It's a fire pit and it burns fire, but it looks really cool. And this is gonna be perfect to put on a picnic table or around just a small group of people where you don't have to lug around a big giant fire pit. And there is heat coming off. So this will keep you warm on a chilly night, because I can definitely feel heat coming off of it. And I just think it's pretty cool. And that flame design, I didn't believe it, but I've never noticed my big, huge fire pit kind of coming together in one column like this. And obviously it's because it's smaller, but it just looks really cool. So this is probably going to burn for around an hour with the wood chips filled up as much as I put them up here, almost to the top. So we'll probably get about an hour and 15 minutes worth of burn. And if it's bright enough out here, I will come back and see if that center column is actually spitting out flames like it's supposed to and show you folks. But if not, guys, I think it's really cool, and it's built really well. And I think you can right now pick this thing up. I got it for $49.99 on Eastoak's website. So I'll leave the link for the description. But even when it's not on sale, I think it's $79.99, which is not cheap, but I think it's a pretty good price for this thing that I wouldn't mind paying for full price for. But anyway, I think it's really pretty cool. So we'll be using it in a couple of weeks on our little RV trip, put it on the picnic table and have the family around it. I think it'll be cool. So anyway, folks, I thought this was a pretty neat little gadget that I wanted to show you. So until next time, folks, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.